The issue you've got is that if people are discarding their mobile phones or their paperwork in the channel as they arrive on our shores, or if they cover their faces or run for the hills when they get here, it doesn't bode well, does it?
Mark, I would ask why they want to come here in the first place. Why don't they want to go to France or Germany or Spain or somewhere like that? The answer is because we are a soft touch. They're going to get more here than they will get anywhere else. We haven't got room for them. That's the problem. You know, we are an overcrowded island. Drive any day on the M25. Too many cars, too many people. You know, we're not in a position to have thousands of people arriving here. In many cases, we don't know who they are. They get put up in hotels. There are people in this country who would love to be put up in hotels, who paid their income tax for years, and they're not going to get anything at all. The problem is that every time that somebody comes up with an idea, like they'll go to Rwanda, which apparently, you know, is not so bad nowadays, it's all the do-gooders who stop this kind of thing happening. So whatever plans the government have, Priti Patel, for example, is forever saying that she's going to do something, but she never actually does anything. It's as though what she says, you know, as though that's enough. Nothing ever happens, and we're just not in a position to take thousands more people into what is already an overcrowded island. And, you know, that's what Brexit was about. And the reason people voted for Brexit was to stop all this immigration happening, and that hasn't happened. That has not been fulfilled. Or at least decide who enters our country. Anne Widdecombe, you're a former Home Office Minister, former Prisons Minister. What's your view on this expose in the Mail on Sunday today?
And indeed, former Immigration Minister, and there is nothing new in this. I can't understand why everybody's reacting as if this is a great revelation. I mean, it doesn't just happen in the Channel. It is ordinary practice for people to get on planes. You've got to have documentation to get on the plane. They then lose the documentation down the plane's lavatories and anywhere else that they can, spend hours airside when they arrive, and then present at the immigration desk, claiming to have come from a destination, from an origin that nobody's got any means of verifying. And that is why when I was Shadow Home Secretary, I said that my policy would mean that immigration officers had to actually meet the planes, because if somebody is getting off a plane that has come from Albania, they cannot say they've just come from Somalia. You know, and yet that very basic, simple thing isn't followed through. Now, you know, of course they're throwing their documents in the Channel. Of course they are, just like they lose them on the planes. And the whole business of trying to ascertain where people have come from is one of our biggest challenges. Quite right to say that we're a soft touch. We're the softest touch going. We haven't got national identity cards. We don't practice routine detention. They can just disappear into a flourishing underground economy, and that is what they come here to do. And there's no revelation in this at all. It's been going on for decades.